Hello, it's Bob, standing here in the entry to the Dean's office in the College of Engineering at the University of South Florida on day 10 of Operation Engineering. How are you doing? And I hope that this message finds you and your loved ones, family and friends, healthy and safe. So today we're going to do something different. Today we're going to take a walk. We're going to walk over to the DFX lab. Michael Celestin's going to give us a tour. He's going to show us the assembly line. He's going to show us the various stations that he has set up to create these wonderful face shields that you've heard so much about. I'm looking forward to learning more. Let's go over. We're heading out through the main lobby of the college. Heading down to the DFX lab. Okay, so we're here with Michael Celestin. And Michael, this is the place where you have been building all of your face shields. And
Yep.
why don't you give us a tour?
Absolutely.
And of course, we'll keep our 6 feet minimum distance.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Dean Bishop, for visiting my lab. We turned the mini circuits designed for XLab into a space to manufacture these face shields that Tampa General Hospital critically needs. So as you entered in, we have a hand washing and PPE station. PPE, of course, being short for personal protective equipment. We really care about our frontline medical workers. In the event that any of the volunteers is potentially infected, we want to make sure that none of that becomes in contact with our output. So over here we have our various stations. We've set up different stations for all the different functions. Over here is film cutting, we have foam cutting, and we also have elastic cutting over here as well. We also have our 3D printer farm ready to assist in the manufacture of different face apparatuses and possibly ventilators for future work. So after we prepare the raw materials such as this elastic, where again we've ordered in lots of bulk material to ensure that we can make it through this difficult surge requirement, we process them into bins and they're moved on to our final assembly area. So over here in final assembly, we take our foam and we apply double stick tape to it. After the double stick tape process, all of the elastic bands are attached. Over here at Quality Assurance, each individual face shield gets a serial number for us to be able to track and quality assure. In the event that there's a field failure, we can get that feedback back and track exactly who handled that particular unit and how it was assembled, in addition to what materials were used to manufacture it. So this is an engineering prototype of how we deliver the face shields. And so the end-use doctors and nurses would open up a bag of either 2 or 10, depending on how they requested it, pull out a sanitary shield, and simply apply it as such, and be protected.
How many students do you use when you have a typical day on your assembly line?
Absolutely. So as to maintain that social distancing, we try not to have more than 3 users in an area at a time. So there'd be somebody in film, there'd be somebody in the stapling process, and there'd be 1 additional student in final assembly and quality assurance. Now that we have the ability to expand our operation, we're actually going to start an entirely second process line, which should be able to double our outputs.
What is your output? What has it been so far? How long have you been doing this?
Sure. So we've been working on this. Our first prototypes went out nearly 2 weeks ago, and we just recently delivered our 474th face shield to Tampa General Hospital. Next week, we are going to ramp up to 500 units per delivery, and we plan 2 deliveries. So we're hoping to have 1,000 shields delivered to Tampa General and USF Health.
So what do you think? What do you think? Give me some of your thoughts on this assembly line and how you're delivering, and how do you see the future of face shields?
So the doctors are definitely very appreciative, and nurses, all the frontline medical workers are very appreciative of what we're trying to do here. I think we'll definitely be able to meet a large part of their need. I spoke with a director at Tampa General, and they requested 4,000 to 10,000 a month, and we're going to be able to make that need. So I'm very happy to be able to report that USF Engineering is going to meet Tampa General's immediate need for these units.
And can you tell me a little bit about how you practice social distancing in here with your students?
Absolutely. So there are tape markings on this floor and some of the other floors, but again, there is a sort of manager, Alex, who's been absolutely instrumental in setting all this up, who works behind the scenes in addition to myself, and ensures that the students all wear proper PPE, wash up prior to even entering. They do not use their cell phones while they're in this space. In addition, they're kept that minimum 6 feet apart. So we try to make sure all these rules are both intrinsically met and also management met.
Outstanding. Any last thoughts, Michael?
Well, just I appreciate everybody's effort and interest individually into each of your job units. What you're doing is absolutely amazing, and staying connected to the College of Engineering is super important. Please continue to send in your amazing pictures and stories and quotes, as it helps us all feel as though we're working together. So on behalf of everybody at TSS, I thank you for your attention, and I look forward to another update.
Thanks, Michael.
Mm-hmm.